The last man on earth sat alone in a room. For years, the silence had been his only companion, a heavy blanket that smothered every sound but his own. The cities had fallen quiet. The wind whistled through empty skyscrapers, and the oceans whispered to shores no one walked. He had learned to live with the quiet, to find a strange sort of peace in the absolute stillness of the world. He had convinced himself he was content, that this solitude was a fortress. Then there was a knock on the door. 3 sharp, distinct raps, not the wind, not a settling beam in the old house. It was deliberate. He froze, his heart suddenly a wild drum against his ribs. A choked, broken laugh escaped his lips, a hallucination. It had to be. The years of isolation, the crushing weight of being the last one, had finally fractured his mind. He squeezed his eyes shut, waiting for the phantom sound to fade. But the knock came again. It wasn't loud or demanding. In fact, it was almost polite, as if whatever was on the other side didn't want to intrude. He rose to his feet, his body stiff and slow, every joint protesting the sudden movement. He crept to the door, his eyes fixed on the small security monitor beside it. The screen flickered to life, showing the view from the camera mounted above the entrance. It showed nothing. Just the weathered wood of his front porch, the overgrown yard beyond, and the descending twilight. No figure, no shadow, no sign of life. "Hello," he called out, his voice a rusty, unused thing that cracked in his throat. The only reply was the thumping of his own pulse in his ears. He stared at the monitor, then at the door itself. Was it a trick of the light? An animal? He reached for the heavy brass handle, his fingers trembling. Just as his skin brushed the cold metal, the intercom speaker beside the door crackled, a hiss of static, and then the voice. It was a whisper, faint and laced with a profound sadness. And it was a voice he knew better than any other. It was his own. "Please," his voice whispered. From the other side of the door. "I've been alone for so long." His blood ran cold. He stumbled back, a scream caught in his throat. The knocking started again, but slower this time, more rhythmic, patient. It was waiting for him. And then, from deep within the empty, silent house behind him, another knock answered.